Welcome to Glow Time with Jackie. It isn't about chasing youth, it's about owning your glow, reinventing your story, and showing up like never before. Glow Time starts now.
Babes, welcome back. Here for episode part 2. It's Peptides in Real Life, the Glow Girl edition. Yeah,
Yay.
I have Tori here again.
Hello.
We had such a great time recording last time, and I felt we were running out of time, so we definitely needed a part 2 for this. So this is Peptides Continued, of course. So welcome back for the real tea. We definitely are going to go into a little bit more detail of our experiences and kind of what we feel other patients have said as well, other people. So let's talk a little bit. We want to get into the juicy stuff of it. Of course, this is not medical advice. This is just our experience. We definitely work with a 503A 503A
Yes.
pharmacy. I was going to say 503C.
I know. 503A
503A
compounded
pharmacy, compounded
pharmacy.
pharmacy. And they are going to, offer you the right peptide that's for you. But of course, there is a consultation also that LEMD provides.
Yeah. So they'll do a health questionnaire, go through that, and then figure out which is the best option to go with. And then you'll have the access to the 24-hour portal for any follow-up information that you might need if you have any questions.
Yes, and it's really important to do a very accurate health and history
Mm-hmm.
because the doctors can provide you the information, as good as the information you provide to them.
Right.
So it's always very important. It's always better to be safe. We know too that there's you can go online and find peptides. It's
Mm-hmm.
really easy to find peptides that are from overseas, but peptides aren't for everyone, or they should be, directed under a physician care. And that's why I personally feel more comfortable going to a pharmacy or going to a platform, a telehealth platform that's going to advise me what it is that I need and am I okay to use it based on
Mm-hmm.
my health and history.
Mm-hmm.
Because, like I mentioned before, I have used some peptides, and on there it clearly says not for human use and not for animals. So, but here I am injecting it. Okay. I feel comfortable to inject it because I know what my medical history is, but I don't feel comfortable injecting this long term.
Mm-hmm.
I really don't. So that's why I felt the need to seek out a good telehealth company
Mm-hmm.
that could really give me what I need.
Yeah, and on that, the big difference between LEMD and using an accredited 503A pharmacy that's FDA approved, the difference, the other company or other places are using research grade, so that means they basically can be getting the peptides overseas, and maybe they're mixing it in their garage or
Mhm.
they're just it's just a big difference. So you just want to make sure that you're actually using a pharmaceutical grade peptide when you're getting the peptides.
Yeah, it's very important because let's say that, yeah, there is a recall on something.
Mhm.
There's no lot number on the medication.
Right.
There's nothing that you can refer back to and say, oh, I took some of that and that could, I could be affected. You just don't know. So it's
Yeah.
always good to just always be really, really safe when it comes to your body. And
Right.
again, here we are trying to be wellness and health, be well and healthy. It doesn't make sense to just put anything in our bodies.
Yeah. And what I was going to also add with that is each prescription is customized for the individual. So I mean, it's actually prescribed to you. Your name is on the prescription itself. And that's when the difference is on the research ones. So like a company like hers or Hims, like those are all research grade. They're producing those in bulk. Unlike ours, where it is customized per person. So
Yeah.
that's a big difference.
Yeah, and then to go into how we get our prescriptions. So let's say certain prescriptions that we get, they could either be a 2 month or a 3 month.
Mm-hmm.
So the plan is usually that you pay for it up front for the 2 months, and Ellie makes it really comfortable where you can either do a flexible health spending account
Mm-hmm.
or health spending account. You can pay with it for through that. or you can also do Klarna, which makes it really I love payment plans.
Yeah.
I'll
Yeah.
never
Klarna
outgrow
or
payment
or
plans.
PayPal
I love
also.
that.
Yeah,
I
me too.
love just throwing money at it and because it makes me feel like I got a deal. It makes me feel like it's a coupon.
Right.
I don't care. I love it. I'd rather do that than to pay for it all up front
Mhm.
and then just give me a payment plan. It just makes it so much easier. And I feel like I didn't spend as much money.
Right. Right.
That's girl
Exactly.
math.
Exactly. There you go.
Anyways, so yeah, we wanted this episode to be a little bit more about our
Mhm.
experiences and why we love peptides. And we want to kind of just help answer all the questions that, many people have out there. And we want to kind of use this platform to do that.
Mhm.
So, one of the reasons I started, and you will go back and forth, but one of the reasons I started again is because I just want to be optimal in my health.
Mhm.
I want to try to do everything that I can to be as healthy as possible. I have beautiful children. I have a brand new grandbaby, and I just want to be there for my kids and my grandbaby. And I want to be healthy for them.
Right.
I don't want my kids to have to take care of me because I didn't take care of myself now. Now, I know things can happen.
Right.
But if I can be as proactive as possible to be my healthiest self,
Mhm.
because yeah, I want to live for a long time and I want to be healthy,
Mhm.
you know? And so that was my why. That's my reason I started.
And I mean, you couldn't have said it better. I mean, I feel the same way. I mean,
Yeah.
I'm a grandma. Well, I'm a lolly, not a grandma.
Well, I'm a Lola.
Oh,
You're a
right.
Lolly? I'm
Yes.
a Lola.
That's why we're Libras.
Yes, yes. Yes, that's another thing. So I love Tori because we're Libra sisters and
Yeah.
it just makes sense.
I love it. But yes, I want to be able to be there for our kids as they get older and do all the things. So I
Yeah.
have a lot of life to live. So
Correct. Yes. So, one of the first things, again, I noticed when I started the NAD was I definitely have energy. I can definitely say that for being 49, when I wake up in the morning, I don't feel super tired. I don't feel tired or achy unless I've worked out, which, like I mentioned, I like that feeling,
mhm,
or I didn't get enough sleep.
yeah.
I know that I feel a certain way when I don't get my sleep. So it's very important for me to get my sleep. I do prioritize my sleep. So, but if I'm rested and I wake up, I'm like, I bounce out of bed. I can really like jump out of
Hmm.
bed. And I love that.
Yeah.
So I know a lot of people, our age don't feel that way. And
Right.
I would love for everyone to start feeling that way. And again, these are the tools that can help you feel that way.
Right. Yeah, I agree with you.
And was there anything that surprised you
Um,
with taking any of the
I
peptides?
would say just I mean it happens pretty fast. I mean it's not something like you have to now obviously on the weight loss part of it. I mean that's going to take some time, but the feeling, the better feeling overall definitely is pretty quick. And I mean I agree with you on the sleep and just the waking up better. I have taken different supplements at night and I would still kind of wake up a little groggy, and this I feel refreshed, and I don't have a hard time getting up at all, and so it I think it really makes a difference on that part of it for
Yeah,
sure.
and that's another thing I want to talk about too, really quickly, is I was always also taking a lot of supplementation. So I was taking, like I mentioned, the NAD. I mean, you name it, ashwagandha. I'm
Hmm.
taking
Melatonin,
nattokinase. I'm taking magnesium. I don't
mhm,
like the melatonin because it makes me too
right?
groggy, and so I do like the magnesium. All
Hmm.
those things. But what I'm finding is that I'm going to be able to kind of change those supplementations because
Hmm.
now I'm benefiting from the peptides.
Right.
And so literally I'm kind of scratching off cuz I don't do collagen anymore. I
Hmm.
don't take collagen anymore because I'm taking the GHCKU
Hmm.
because I took that. So I don't feel like there's a point of taking an expensive collagen and then also doing this peptide. It's going to be one or the other.
I mean, I actually still do both,
Okay.
because they say you can't ever get too
Too
you
much.
can't have too much collagen,
Correct.
but obviously,
Correct.
I mean, I sell the collagen, so,
Yeah, yeah.
I'm
I
like,
totally agree. Yes. So for me, I'm just like, okay, for me to make sure that I can afford my peptides, this is
Yeah.
one thing that I'm
Right.
going to minimize or even get a smaller pack and just kind of work with it that way.
Mhm.
And I will say this, the oral medications, though they're great, and you can find things that say has this medication in it, has NAD in it, the absorption is just not going to be the
Right.
same. You're really truly only going to absorb anywhere from 30 to 50%.
Yes. Yeah.
So with the injection, you're actually absorbing more
Mhm.
and you're getting full benefit. And that's why the injections, are optimal.
Yeah.
So that's
Exactly.
always good to know.
Mhm.
And so, yeah, for me, so let's back up what I'm taking. So I am microdosing trizipatide and
Mhm.
I started that like August. And what I noticed with that, my goal for that is just to kind of trim me up a little bit,
Mhm.
take that food noise away, which it actually did. And it makes me feel and look like I'm doing keto when I'm not doing keto.
Mhm.
And I love that. And I literally have to, I have to remind myself to eat because my goal is not to be skinny. I don't want to be skinny. I want to be strong and fit.
Yeah.
So I still have to eat, to gain muscle and to maintain your muscle and to be able to work out like I do. You still want to be able to do those things. So you have to eat protein. You
Mhm.
have to, not to mention, you don't want to be mineral deficient. You
Right.
want to make sure you have all your minerals. You want to look healthy. You don't
Mhm.
just want to be thin and skinny. You want to be healthy.
Right.
And whatever your body build is, right?
Mhm.
Whatever your build is, but you want to be, that's my goal.
Mhm.
And so the trizipatide, I've done the GHKCU, I
Mhm.
did the glow stack, and I love that. And I'm just going to start the GHCKU by itself.
Good.
I'm doing the NAD, and then of course I'm going to add the IPA and
Yeah.
testosterone. That
That's
one's
next.
next.
You're gonna be like me. I'm like, okay, what am I ordering next?
Yes, I just can't wait to order. But again, I'm loving this. Like I'm
Mhm.
seeing such a difference in me. I'm not just, doing it just because. Like I
Yeah.
definitely love it. I want to try it. And I'll give honest reviews. If I didn't feel as much of a
Yeah.
difference on this, I'll be more than happy to tell you like, okay, I like to know when people reach out to me and ask me, what do you think I should start taking? I'm like, well, what are you wanting to treat? Like, what
Yeah.
is it that bothers you the most?
Mhm.
And then they'll say weight loss. Okay, well, clearly it's the trizipatide.
Right.
And then here's my recommendation. But of course, go online and do your health and history and see what they recommend and then go from there.
Yeah.
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 And what do you think?
I lost it there. um, what
That's
did I
okay.
think? Yeah.
Well, I was just saying about like when someone reaches
Oh,
out to you.
questions. I'm so
Yes,
sorry.
that's okay.
Yes. So, the first thing I do find out is what it is that you're trying to target. What is the benefit out of possibly utilizing a peptide, and then figure out, the best option for them. Because it's what's really interesting is the tirzepatide. Even though a lot of people, the GLPs, there's kind of a bad name out there because people think, oh, I'm going to lose my hair, I'm going to do all this. But it's not the medicine that's doing anything. It's actually just not providing your body with the right nutrients, and fueling it with the protein is so important. So that's one of the side effects, basically, because of that reason. But the tirzepatide has so many additional benefits than just that. The weight loss, I mean, it's the energy, it's the yeah, that's
Anti-inflammation.
what I was gonna say.
That
Yeah,
one's
that
huge.
one's a really big one. The inflammation's very, very
Yeah.
big on it.
The bloat. So when we talk about inflammation, that doesn't necessarily mean that your ankles are swollen,
Right.
but the belly bloat. So
Yeah.
when you wake up, sometimes you wake up with a flat tummy or not so flat.
Yeah.
So what I'm finding with the trizipatide, it's really flat. Like
Mhm.
it's really, really flat. It's just that inflammation that it's really helping treat. And of course, for premenopausal, perimenopausal women, menopausal women, that's such a huge thing. And
Mhm.
then more importantly, it just helps stabilize your hormones. And then, two, the other thing is your insulin stabilization, which ultimately will give you life longevity,
Mhm.
which is awesome. I
Yeah.
mean, really, if you think about it, sugar ages us.
Yes.
That's what ages us across the board. So, being able to maintain your insulin because your sugar is now more stable, that's what's going to give us
Mhm.
the anti-aging, the glow back.
Mhm.
Okay, so let's do peptide hot seat.
Okay.
Okay, rapid fire fun. Okay, what's your favorite peptide?
Right now, GHKCU.
Okay, all right. So for me, I would have to say trizepatide.
Oh, yay.
Tirzepatide, because I really feel like though I've gotten the energy from
Mhm.
the NAD, and I got the glow definitely from the GHCKU.
It's a tongue twister.
Yes. The tirzepatide is really what's made me like give me that extra confidence boost
Good.
because I've, dieted. Like I've
Yeah.
always had to do some kind of either working out, dieting, and the
Mhm.
tirzepatide is really just what's taken me to that next level.
Yeah.
And I love that. And
Good.
it's with the inflammation and
Mhm.
it's, I'm just able to see results faster. So
Yeah.
again, I'm using it as a tool. I'm seeing results faster when I'm working out at the gym.
Yeah.
So that makes me want to be at the gym
Yeah.
because I'm
Yeah.
seeing results.
Well, it's funny because I've had a lot of people reach out to me lately, and they're just like, "Oh my gosh, like you just look like you just have that glow." Like seriously,
Yes.
I'm like, "I'm
And you're
telling
like,
you,
yes, I do
it
have it.
really works."
Here it is. Okay. Least talked about benefit.
Oh goodness. I mean, I think it goes back to the inflammation because a
Yeah.
lot of people just don't think about that.
Yeah. I totally agree. We don't think about one, how much it actually affects us, and then two, what the actual benefit is. We just think, oh, we're losing weight. You're losing a lot of the inflammation.
Yeah, because and I mean, I don't know, I forget where our notes are on this one, but one of the things with a microdose, I mean, so it is for people still that don't not necessarily have to even lose weight. I mean, you can actually get on a microdose tirzepatide with a 20 BMI. So, and at a doctor's office, they're not writing anyone from. I it used to be 25 and up, but now I'm hearing it's even 27 and 28
Oh, okay.
BMI. So
Okay.
there's a big difference in that, but because there's so many benefits to the microdosing, other than just a weight loss, you're getting all those additional benefits. So
Yeah.
that's really, really important.
Yeah, and this is where too it's important to tap into your body. I personally like to be like on a little bit of a sliding scale for
Yeah.
me. If I find that I haven't been hungry and I feel like I need to eat a little bit more, I will just bring my dose down just like a notch or two
Yeah.
because you're just taking less. You don't ever really want to take more than's prescribed, but of course you can take a little bit less
Mm-hmm.
because you want to eat. Again, my goal is to not eat. My goal is to just be very healthy.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. And so, okay, what about never skip this one?
Um the tirzepatide now.
Yeah,
Yeah.
the tirzepatide, yeah,
Mm-hmm.
because that's definitely like, "Oh, it's my day, it's my
Yeah.
day."
Yeah.
So, the way I do it too, I break up my microdose, I
Oh, you
break it
are
up.
breaking it up?
Yeah,
Okay.
so I'm doing it twice a week, I'm
Okay.
doing it like a Tuesday and Friday,
Okay.
and I've never been nauseous, probably for that reason, because
Yeah.
it's a smaller dose, plus it's divided by 2.
Mm-hmm.
So, I
Yeah.
mean,
Yeah,
that
there's
just
quite a
works
few
for
people
me.
that do that.
Yeah, that just works for me, I don't feel like it's wearing off, but I feel like it just kinda works for me.
Mm-hmm. That's
Yeah.
good.
Okay, so let's go into myths that we're done with.
Mm-hmm.
So this is great because I remember when I first started talking about this, and anytime you inject, you're called a junkie. You're called, are you doing steroids? Like, what are you doing? It seems so drastic.
Yeah.
And yeah, we get that part. It does seem a little bit drastic because we're conditioned to just take supplementation like by mouth,
Mm-hmm.
orally. So, but why would you take something orally if the absorption's going to be better injection?
Right.
So that's why it's injected.
Mm-hmm.
And with peptide, you want to get it 100%. You just don't want to get half of it.
Yeah.
So that's one of the myths is this a steroid? Peptides are steroids.
Mm-hmm.
So we can definitely say no.
Right.
Peptides are not steroids.
Right.
Totally different, but they are injected, but not steroids. And for people that are, say, needle phobic
Mm-hmm.
and that don't want to do needles, some peptides are available in a pill form.
Yeah.
Again, there goes to, you're not going to get as much absorption, but it's still better than not doing anything if
Right.
you're truly needle phobic.
Yeah.
But to be honest, the needles are so small. They're
They
insulin
so
syringes.
small.
They're so small, you really don't even feel it most of the time.
Yeah.
And it's so fast.
Mm-hmm.
So, but it's worth trying at least.
Mm-hmm.
Try it once. And if you don't like it, sure, you can always do like a medication, like an oral medication.
Yeah. And I think most of ours are like a drop on that don't come in the injections.
Yeah. Oh, they're drops.
Yeah.
Okay. I saw some that were a pill.
There was a pill?
Samorelin. I think
Oh,
there's a,
maybe it's
yeah, I think it's a
oh,
pill. One of them is a pill too,
okay.
or a Troche. I'm not sure, but there's some
Yeah.
different ones.
We're still
Yeah.
learning.
Yeah, we're learning. All right. So, and then they're all for bodybuilders. They're only for bodybuilders.
Of course not. It's
Mhm.
for
Yeah.
anyone.
We wanna be bodybuilders at some point, maybe. Maybe once we take all the peptides, we'll be
Right.
bodybuilders. No, probably not. As you know, to be a bodybuilder, like, you really have to put in a lot of work. You can't just take one thing and, or go to the gym once. It's like that myth of, "I don't wanna lift weights because it's gonna make me bulky." That's a lot of hard work and dedication.
Right.
Going to the gym, for 1 hour a week is not gonna get you buff like that. Like, it's a lot to more, and it's also what you eat.
Mhm.
So anyways, it's there's a lot more to it. Okay, again, you'll get bulky.
Right.
That's not true. You'll gain weight if you stop. Okay, let's talk about that.
Yeah, I mean, I think, and I've run into quite a few people here recently, that did just the GLP, and lost a lot of the weight and stopped, but then they didn't change their lifestyle. So that's what it goes back to. So I mean, if you don't change your lifestyle and you don't change your ways, then yeah, it's going to come back. Because you do have to do that. I mean,
Right.
it's a lifestyle change in general. And I do feel like it really helps you because you're more intentional, you're smarter about what you're eating. You're not, like in the past where I would want to just go grab a Snickers at the convenience store. Okay, I
So
cannot do
good,
that.
Snickers.
But I mean, it is a lifestyle change
Yeah.
when it comes to that. So that's the myth with that. You can microdose, I mean, always. And I mean, at this point, as long as I could afford it, I'm going to microdose forever.
Yeah.
So,
That's another question people ask, "What all can I do?" Well, as much as you can afford.
right.
You can do whatever you can afford. But yes, I agree with you. It's a lifestyle. We have to see these peptides as tools. They're not taking over exercise. They're not taking the place of exercise. They're not taking the place of making good decisions. What they're doing is helping us be optimal.
Mm-hmm.
That's what it is. So we
Yep.
can't stop doing those things. If working out and eating right got us to look a certain way with the tool, then we have to continue that if we take the tool away. If not, yeah, it can happen
Mm-hmm.
again
Yep.
for sure. All right. And then they're unsafe.
Right. I mean, and that's where we kind of go back to the where you're getting them from,
Hmm.
make sure that it's an accredited place, and you're not just ordering it off TikTok and all
Yes.
of that.
Because they're everywhere.
They are everywhere.
And
It's
hey,
a thing
it's
right now.
tempting. I understand.
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
understand, but just like, like in plastic surgery, there's some cheap plastic surgeons that you
Mhm.
can go to. Just like with anything, you don't want the cheapest thing just because it's the cheapest
Right.
thing. You want what's going to be best for you.
Yeah.
So you just don't want to go anywhere because then you can run into problems. And obviously your health is more important than, finding a shortcut when it comes to price and quality and efficacy of the product.
Yeah. And I mean, with our company, LAMD, we are a concierge service. So I mean, we're basically taking care of the customer service side of it. I mean, I had a customer yesterday, call, and there was something not in her package, but the what is it, the Zofran, but apparently
Oh,
they're short on it, and so I called, got it taken care of for customer service, and it's being shipped out right away. So just know that you're being taken care of, with A+ service, with
yes.
us. So
That too. One of my clients called me and she's like, "Okay, I got my stuff. How do I do this?" And I'm like, "Let's FaceTime. Like, what do you need
yeah,
help with? I'm happy to
yeah,
help you. Like, let me know whatever it is that you need
yeah.
need." She's like, "Okay, I got it. I'll call you back and let you know how I did." And of course, she did great. She did awesome, and that's what I'm here for. I'm here to help guide you, be a better you, all those things. So I'm happy to help, very much concierge. So ladies, I know ladies and men. So if you are wondering, how can I afford all these things? We do have like this information about being a brand partner with LEMD. It's a great company to be a part of. It has all the tools you need. I mean,
Mhm.
again, I've been with LEMD for about 4 weeks or so,
Yeah.
and I've done, great. I've done
Yeah,
good.
I'm so
I've
proud
done
of
really
you.
great. Yes, I've done really great. Because one, of course, I'm passionate about it. You have to
Mhm.
believe in the products, of course. Have to believe in wanting to help other people as well. But it's a great way that I was constantly talking about these
Yeah,
things. If it's a great way to talk about these peptides and get a kickback, why not?
right.
Yeah, so
Exactly.
it's wonderful. There's a link on the LEMD where it says you can be a brand partner, join us, and you can go on there and click it and fill out the information. There's a small fee, and you can be part of it, and you can actually get affiliate link so that you can also send out the links and recommend the products to
Yeah.
other clients.
It's super easy.
Yeah, it's
Super
very
easy.
easy. And of course, Tori got me under her team. So you
Yeah.
would be under our team.
And you would be amazing on
Yeah,
our
you
team.
would be so amazing. And we would just, help and connect you. And Tori's been awesome. Like she really has been,
Cute.
checking up on me. She checks up on me before I tell her, hey, I need this. So I really appreciate that because
Thank
that
you.
has really helped me. And I'm still figuring out because I still do a lot of other things.
Right. Yeah. We're
So we both are. Yeah,
multitaskers.
we both are. But we're able to make time for it.
Hmm.
So it's a little bit of time, but it's worth it. I
Hmm.
definitely, and of course, get to try out all the peptides
Right.
for sure.
I know.
So no, it's definitely fun.
Yeah. Well, I'm so glad that you joined. And I mean, I think you explained it very simple. I mean, it's an easy thing to start, and we're here along the way. So
Hmm.
would love to anyone wanting more information on that, definitely let us know
Yeah.
and we can chat about it.
Yeah. And so I am on LEMD. Well, you'd have to go onto my Instagram, Glow Time with Jackie, into my beacons page. There's a link. It's basically LEMD Glow Time with Jackie. And then Tori has hers as well. And, you could follow us. And whenever you're ready, you know, I have to say this. There's never, I guess it depends on how tired you are, right?
Right.
How over it you are about feeling a certain way, how much how quickly you want to feel better. It's totally up to you when you want to do it. Um, I say just give it a try. If you know that you've been dealing with certain issues and you haven't seen results and and you've really been trying, this is a great way to kind of help catapult you into a healthier lifestyle, and it makes it really easy.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah. You couldn't have said it better. I mean, that's so true.
Yeah, so okay, so let's see. What else do we need to go over? Okay, so some of the questions that our clients have asked.
Hmm.
So I know we touched on it a little bit. How do peptides help with menopause?
Hmm.
And definitely, if you go across the board, you look at or watch different podcasts, they will tell you how beneficial GLPs have been for menopause.
Right. Right.
Huge, huge, huge. And of course, I bring that up because, we're in that space.
Yeah.
The other is, it's overall hormonal issues.
Right. And what we're seeing a lot is people with an autoimmune disorder. It's been very helpful for them. You've got, PCOS,
Yep.
Hashimoto's, thyroid issues, like all of those things. It's been, I mean, we've got numerous amount of people that we can share results with, if there's questions about that. So just know that you're not out there on your own, and there is support and there is help, and we would love to help you if you have any of those issues. So,
Yeah, so reach out to us. This will bring this episode to an end. Thank you all for listening and watching. Find us on Instagram,
mhm.
Facebook, TikTok, uh, YouTube, Spotify,
Right.
wherever, all the places. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Send, thank you for all the support. Send, I guess it's reshare.
Yeah, right.
Reshare
Reshare,
and reshare,
repost.
repost. Thank you so much for listening, Tori. Thank you for being
I'm so
part of
glad. Yeah.
Peptides episode, part 1 and 2. Thank
Well,
you so
thank you
much.
for
It's been a
having me. All
pleasure.
right.
All right.
Bye.
Bye, Glow Gang.